Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. My puppies were just not cooperating at all tonight. Had to get them all settled in. Let me turn it off on my phone there. Okay, so how is everybody doing? Thanks for coming tonight. I appreciate you very much. Please hit the like button, and I am going to go ahead and play my intro period, and then I'll be right back. If you are watching on replay, thank you so much. You can just, if you want, you can enjoy the intro, or you can just skip ahead 5 minutes. That should be plenty. So thank you again for being here, everybody, and I will be right back. Okie dokie. Thank God it's Friday, everybody. I'm so happy that it's Friday. And my husband doesn't even have to work tomorrow. So we get 3 whole days. I'm so excited. He works long, ridiculous hours. Okay, so I don't know if you watched my previous live that I did on the leaked Facebook messages that were purported to be between Bratton Norton and Steve Gonsalves, Kaylee's dad. If you haven't watched that, please do, because it is important as well. But this one I'm bringing some receipts from the family, and I did another screen record of almost like identical to what she did. I redid it. And I addressed the questions that were out there. I've gotten some questions, and I've heard some questions around, and I answered all of them. All right, so let me go say hi in chat here. Kelly K, thank you so much for being here. Hi, Amy in Boston. How are you? Hi, Libra Moon. How you doing? Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. All right. I should have already had that ready. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to be going over this, and then I've got my videos here. Now, I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Idaho 4 case, but there's new documents that came out yesterday and that go along with the order by the judge from a few days ago. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and cover that really quick, these two new documents, and then we'll jump over into the videos and the screenshots, okay? So it's this one. I love how it always opens up on my third monitor. Okay. So this one was from the 29th, and the judge just set some of the scheduling for the trial and upcoming scheduling conference, basically. And then there's going to be other hearings coming up, like this one. So this is what this is going to be right there. So there's this one. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down slowly. Feel free to pause anywhere you need, and then I'll skip to the next one, the new one that just came out. So any notice of defensive alibi has to be filed no later than April 17th if the defendant intends to offer a defensive alibi. So typically, I mean, this is pretty unheard of, honestly, for a judge to extend. I was really surprised by that. So because this code, this Idaho code right here, says that they have to do it within 10 days of being asked by the prosecution, and they were asked, from day one. Hey, Richie, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. So they were asked from day one, and they never have actually given an alibi. They just mentioned, oh, he was out driving around. Well, that should have been it. And the judge pretty much said that at one of the last hearings, but she asked for more time, and he gave her all the way to April 17th. So, and then there's going to be a hearing on the defendant's motion for change of venue, May 14th at 1:30. Now, he set some deadlines here for the state's discovery and the defense's discovery, including mitigation. But now the defense has come back and asked for some changes. So, a little too big. All right. And I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can so I can get to the good stuff, or the better, or you know what I mean. All right, so Ann Taylor filed this. They want the court to set additional deadlines. They want expert disclosures under Rule 16 to be, the state has until October, and then they have until January. And then all further disclosures, including rebuttal, by March 2025. So I believe we're looking at either June or August of 2025 for a trial. Hi, Heather. Thank you for being here. Welcome. There's actually way more to the alibi statute than being due in 10 days. Cool. Every state is different. And, as everybody else does who, covers true crime or just talking about this stuff, we tend to kind of think in our own state. You know what I mean? But I mean, that the whole statute, I can pull it up, but that's all it said was that one paragraph. But the judges do have the authority to do whatever they want, basically. So yeah, I will dig some more on that. So then they want the defense motions. These deadlines here, you guys can pause and read these if you want to. So they're asking for these deadlines on 12B, motions regarding the death penalty, motions in limine, and all exhibits to be turned in on both sides including challenges March and April. So they're getting ready. They're getting ready. This is starting to happen. So I cannot wait for this trial. I cannot imagine how the families are feeling, because it's been so long. Once he waived his right to speedy trial, everything slowed down quite a bit. But I know for them, every month feels probably like a year, Have lost, hey, Margaret, welcome. She says, have lost all respect and confidence in Judge to control his courtroom in this case. He said some weird things at this last trial, at this last hearing. Then I was like, wait, did a judge just say that? I may mention a couple of them as I go along here. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to pull up something here. Let's go to... Now, I want to do sometime a deeper dive into some of these statutes as well, because Idaho, I'm not authorized to view this page, but I was just on it like yesterday. That's weird. What you doing, Idaho Supreme Court? How did I get this link? That's so weird. I was just on this page yesterday. Okay, we'll go this way. Oh, well, now it's loading. Jeez, that was weird. Okay, no, now this is the new one. All right. So Rule 12B is this one. That's what her document, Rule 12B. And Rule 12B has me all sorts of confused. I mean, I don't understand Idaho statutes very much at all. This one is this, I mean, it could be several things, because I can't tell if what they're saying, I don't know. On this one, I don't know, because every time I was digging into Rule 12 for Idaho, it comes up different stuff. Like it could be different things. Let me see here. No. I mean, see how it's like it could be, motion. They could be talking about motions to dismiss. It could be all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff just under Rule 12A, B, and C. So, I mean, it's in general, or motions that can be made at any time, or motions that can be made before trial. I don't know. But then also this other page, because I know this is confusing. This other one says this. So if somebody happens to know exactly what she's referring to, please let me know. Because this is talking about the interlocutory orders or interlocutory appeals. You know what I mean? And that was, if you're following this case, were you also shocked when it just got mentioned? Oh, yeah, we're waiting to hear back from the Supreme Court on the permission to appeal, which is the interlocutory orders. So maybe that is what they're referring to in this particular document. Because this is the only thing that I could find on, and it does say C. You know what? I think that's it. Let me do this. Motions 12B motions. And then this one says, no, this is C. Maybe they did it this way, because remember they were asking the judge for permission. See how confusing? Idaho is just really crazy. it seems a little more straightforward in Oklahoma, honestly, on a lot of this stuff. And if you're new here, I worked at a law firm for almost 7 years. I mean, technically 6.5, but it felt like 14. I'm not an attorney in any way, shape, or form. I did a lot of different stuff there, and I learned a lot. It was a very big, very prestigious law firm here, a criminal defense law firm, and I loved it. I loved being there, and it kind of got a taste of, what the defense side goes through, in a trial. And it's wild. It's wild. And then let me see. No, I'm not going to do that one because that's Michigan. Okay, and then also in that, she mentioned mitigation. And motions in limine. So I went through and I made like 3 pages of notes. The motions in limine are the most important, and I remember dealing with a lot of those. I wore a lot of hats when I was at the law firm, but I remember motions in limine were one of the most important things. So it's going to be a big deal if they do them correctly. If the defense does them correctly, they can really play those cards correct. Motion in limine means at the start or the threshold of the trial. So once we start seeing motions of limine related to the trial, it's on. It's started. You can count the clock there, like how long the trial's lasted. Because they can be a very useful tool in a trial lawyer's hands if they're used very strategically. They can prevent the opposing party from placing inadmissible evidence before a jury. So, but I saw a lot of improperly filed ones, or they would file like 50 motions in limine and mention, 500 pieces of evidence that they wanted to, be deemed inadmissible. So, but our law firm didn't do that. When I was there, they only focused on like the main things. If there's 20 pieces of evidence that you don't want in, but you really don't want 5 of those, then just file on the 5 of those. You know what I mean? So we'll see how Anne handles that. If she does the thing where they throw Jello at the wall to see what sticks, that's not going to be good, because it often pisses off a judge, honestly, to have to go through 50 different motions. They just want to hear what's the most important. So we'll see what she does. I'm very interested to see how she handles that. Because the motion in limine, it can draw the opposing party's attention to evidence or arguments that they wouldn't have even thought of if you hadn't filed it. So that is also something that Ann Taylor has to consider in everything that she files. Each side has information still that the other side doesn't have, right? So they got to be careful if they're asking, hey, well, judge, if this is in there, then we don't want that in there. Well, you got to be careful because you can actually help the other side, right? Yes, FAFO. Yes. Kelly is spicy tonight. That's right, Amy. Okay, so let's see. And then have you ever been watching a trial and you'll hear one side, they opened the door to this evidence, right? That is because previous to the trial, outside of the the jury's witnessing, they did these motions of limine. I keep saying limine. I feel French today or something. I don't know. So the judge already deemed something inadmissible, but those are not permanent orders. If the other side then goes and opens the door to that evidence, it's in. They can ask the judge to reconsider, but it's too late. If you open the door, you open the door. And I love it when they open the doors. I'm sorry. I just love it because I want to hear everything in a case. I don't think anything should be, Just show us everything. Show us everything you have on both sides and let us all sort it out. Show us all of it, right? Oh my God. Here, check in chat. Hey, Amy, thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining. Welcome. Thank you. All right, here, let me play my little video for you. Oh no, you guys. Yes, we have had a mute on the job hazard here. Dang it. Thank you, Amy. This is weird, right? All your family info and pictures are on Reddit. I highly doubt that. Highly doubt that. Do you know how weird that is? All my family info and pictures on Reddit. Okay. Aren't my kids adorable? Aren't my grandbabies adorable? I have another grandbaby coming in a couple months, y'all. Little boy. If you've seen my family, okay. Who cares? Who cares? I don't know what you're trying to do there, Melanie, but whew. I am so sorry. I said a lot up here. Hang on just a moment. Right here. I'm going to have to repeat myself. I'm so sorry. You guys didn't get to hear any of that, and I'm so sorry. Okay, so Jan said he was asleep. BK innocent. His road was blocked that night from 12 to 5:30 because of a hit and run by a sorority drunk chick. Hang on, I need water. Okay. They were investigating a death at the scene, I believe. It was multiple people. This is one of those things that's gotten spread around. It's not true. There was a hit and run, like a DOI type situation near the front part of the neighborhood, not his apartments. He was nobody was blocked in anywhere for any amount of time. If you pull up where he lives on Google Maps, or where he lived, pull up the Steptoe Apartments in Pullman, and you'll see I could pinpoint the exact location of the DUI as well, the hit and run, and nobody was blocked in anyway for any amount of time at all. So, and there was no death involved in that accident. So I hope that clears that up. Let's see. And please look into defense attorney Ann's past use of delayed tactics and 11th hour use offered plea in DP cases. She had one last year. Defendant basically to avoid DP admits crimes without guilt. Yeah, that's what an Alford plea is. It's basically saying, I acknowledge that you have enough evidence against me to secure a conviction. I'm not saying I did it. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm doing a plea so that I don't get the death penalty. It's the only way that they can usually get the death penalty off the table in a lot of these cases. I don't know why my husband's talking so loud in there on the phone. I think he's got he works overnight, and I think he's left his office room door open. Weird. Okay. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna go check that, because I honestly he deals with a lot of personal information from his customers, and I don't want anything to come through on the mic. So hang on just a moment. So sorry, one moment. Yep, that's what it was. His office was wide open for some reason. I didn't tell him I was doing a live or anything tonight, so he probably just assumed it was cool. Okay, explain the phone pings. Okay, so I could explain some of the phone ping information, but instead I'm going to refer you over to somebody who is a true professional with this, tons of experience, and that's the Thought Riot podcast. Brendan on that channel, it's Brendan and Malia. He knows his stuff when it comes to phone pings and how to explain everything about the cell phone triangulation and all of that very, very well. I worked at AT&T for 6 years as well, and I could tell you a lot, but he actually dug into precisely how many cell phone towers were in Pullman and Moscow, and he showed it. He showed all of the towers and said triangulation in this particular case is going to be impossible because there's just not enough towers. It's a very rural area. So, but he explains all of that very well. And again, that's Thought Riot podcast. They delve into just everything. Real cool people. All right, let's see here. And let's go get the link. Hang on just a moment. Let me grab the link off of YouTube for them. But I like how he explained these. There it is. So I'm just going to put the main channel link. So this is their page, their channel, and some good stuff over here. So I'll stick this link in chat for you guys. Only because I admit he's way better explaining the cell phone pings than I would be, you know? Okay. And I'm telling you, they did some updates to StreamYard, and it looks different on my side. Mutilated. I just read that, Heather. Oh, you have one coming in July, Kelly. That's amazing. We have a boy grandbaby coming in May. I'm so excited. Yes. Yep. Amy, absolutely. Thank you so much. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Can you drop your channel link, honey? Please do anytime. Mods are always, if I mention a channel, by the way, if I just mentioned a channel, if you want to drop their link for me, mods, that's cool. Usually I just go grab them, but if I mention it and you see I didn't go grab it, if you could put their link in the chat for me, that would be wonderful. Well, I think that kind of thought process has come along by us not having enough of the pieces to know what the hell happened. We just don't know. So a lot of people have filled in the gaps, you know? A lot of people have assumed that because the PCA only mentions one footprint, for example, one latent footprint, that means that there's a cleanup. That's not what that means at all. At all. I mean, and I don't know. Maybe it was a lot of people. We don't know. I haven't convicted Brian. It's not my place. I'm also not going to go and, spread he's innocent either, because we just don't know. It's an awful case. Do you mean the Wi-Fi, right? The Wi-Fi pinging at the house. Let me show you something. I want to make sure, Kelly, you're talking about the Wi-Fi, right? One clean. What do you mean clean? Clean footprint. Let's do something here. So I really want you guys to watch this right here. This one right here. I'm going to put this link in chat because you have got to see this if you haven't seen this, okay? This is an interview that was only up for, gosh, like an hour at the most. And you guys really need to see it and listen to things that he says about him being told that BK touched on the home's Wi-Fi. So, oh, yeah, Kelly, I see. Thank you. On the latent print, though, a lot of people have just assumed that latent means it was cleaned up, and that's just not, absolutely not. So, Yes, it is a great interview, Heather. Thank you. I just happened to screen record it because I was gonna like do a video on it later and kind of like a review. And I went back to go get the link, to link back to them, and it was gone. It was gone. Okay, yeah. So the cell phone, right? That's what the PCA says. The cell phone pinged on towers that served that area 12 times. But that's why what Brendan at Thought Riot Podcast, he went over all that and he's like, I don't see how they're saying that because there's just not enough towers for that kind of triangulation to occur. You know how they'll have, and I'm going to do a lousy attempt at explaining how he did it, but imagine a triangle, right? There's dots or points on the triangle and they're trying to locate where a phone was. So they look at this tower, and this tower to get an idea of kind of in the center where they are. In this case, Brendan pulled up the cell towers and showed that there's not enough to even do a triangulation. So he said he's really interested as well to see what they have on that. So anyway, let me take this down. See if there was anything else in my notes. Nope, that's it. Okay, so now we can move on to the other stuff. But let me check in with chat before I do. Oh, girl. I am vaguely remember hearing something about that, but I don't know if that's true, if it was a rumor. If anybody has like an article link or information on that, can you tell me in chat? And then is my Nightbot on? Let me see. There's my email if Nightbot's even on. There we go. If you have any more information on that, can you send it to me? All right, so yeah, yeah, exactly, Heather. Exactly. Right. But in this case, I think it was kind of like, you know how you step out of the shower and your feet are wet and you start walking and the wetness just kind of goes away as you're walking, Same thing with the red bodily fluid word that we can't say on YouTube. If you have that on your feet or your hands, wherever, every time you touch or press or step, it's going to get lighter and lighter and lighter, but it's still there. I'm going to do a video on this. I've been wondering about that. I'm going to do I'm going to do a little bit digging on that. I mean, I've got got a file with a whole bunch of stuff in it, a folder. But let's see. Yeah, 12 different times is what they're saying, and I want to see what both sides have on it for sure. How did they ping him, or are they talking about Wi-Fi pings? Because in the video that I just had up from Kaylee's dad, he refers to it as being on the Wi-Fi router. Your Wi-Fi router does keep a log of all devices that even just touch on it or, shake hands, so to speak. Yeah, good interview for sure. Exactly. This is so true. I really don't. Yep. I just got a text. Hang on this subject. Hang on just a moment. Let me read that to myself. Oh. Okay. Wow. Yes, I've heard. Girl, are you a moderator? Yes, you are. Would you mind putting that link in chat, please? I don't have a way of transferring it from my text messages to my chat. If you would put that New York Post article in the comment section, that would be great in the chat, and I'll put it in the comments as well and in the description too. So I knew I heard about it, but I hadn't looked too much into it. But it does say that Brian Kohberger's parents were called to testify in a Pennsylvania grand jury. And I mean, I've wondered a lot of that too. Like, if he's the guy, this could not possibly be his first time. I just, in my honest opinion, if he's the one, you know. Okay, thank you. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah. A lot of people have talked about that too. Like, if he's the guy, then crazy. Yes, Eric, and welcome. If I didn't say hi to you, I'm sorry. He says basically it's a small area and everyone within a 20-mile radius is going to ping off that tower. Exactly. And that is what Brendan goes over. He pulled up the actual towers. He had this like really cool website up. You could see every one of them. Dang, my water bottle's empty. I should have grabbed another one. Okay, so let's go on to, let me close out my other YouTube completely here. I don't need it. Hang on. All right. So, well, maybe I did need YouTube. Let me move this over here for a second. I'm telling you, I have been the world's worst at like doxing my own self. Clicking on my Google profile and, you know, all this stuff that has our names and cities and, you know what I mean? I have to be real careful what I have on the screen. Okay. So here, this is my last live that I just did on this topic that we're getting into now. So if you haven't seen this, please do. The link is already below in the description as well. Okay. So here, this is, I know that this was the same screen recording was out on a few other channels as well. Let me do a little rearranging here. So I know you may have seen these. If you saw my first video, you have already seen these. I'm not going to play them again. But this is purported to be, I can just talk while a bit of it's playing here. Brat Norton, who is a TikToker, put out this screen recording claiming to be a conversation between her and Steve Gonzalez. When I was going through here, and I mean, if you want to dig into them, you can. Again, there's a bunch of screenshots here, and they said, I cannot confirm the information is accurate. This is just what she put out, right? So I did a live and addressed it. You can see it's just tons of screenshots and messages and links, and I don't know what this glitching. It's doing some weird glitching right there, isn't it? That's crazy. I wonder what that was about, Brat. Do you remember right here where everybody, I mean, there was some funny stuff in here that I saw that was like, really? You were one of those, huh? Everybody assumed that the Walmart receipt was for this. Remember that? And it said on the search warrant return, Dickies with receipt, $49.99, I believe it said. I just think that's hilarious because, let me go to my thing here, because when I was digging on this, I mean, it very well could be that, but if they were also taking a bunch of his shoes at the exact same time, right? In the same warrant return. Well, I got to digging on Walmart.com just to, I'm not going to go too much into this right now, but that's what I found. Remember, they were looking for shoes with a black diamond sole. That's Dickies shoes with a black diamond sole. I don't know. And I'm like, I'm calling it. I don't think it was anything to do with the Dickies bodysuit. I think they were looking for the shoes. Because these you can buy at Walmart. Slip resistant. How gross is that, right? Black diamond, just like Vans. I know a lot of people just automatically, their brain went to Vans because Vans have the black diamond on the bottom. And I'm going to be going over that as well. See? Not in this live, but if you look at the bottom of Vans, black diamond. But also has some other stuff too. They didn't say when they were describing the shoes, they didn't say diamond with this pattern and then more diamond, right? Most Vans look like this, a combo. They only said diamond pattern and Dickies receipt. I don't know, guys. I really think this might be it. Those shoes. But anyway, I want to dig into that a little more. But I remember that came to my mind when I saw that in the video. At the very, very end, I'm not even going to try to like catch it. But if you see right there, believe me, I'm not going to be able to catch it. I already tried it like 5 times. If we go to, I can't click on that because I'm signed in with my Google and it shows my name and picture at the top. Dang it. So I can't do that while I'm on a live. There. Oh, look at that, you guys. If you were on my last live, it took me like 8 times to get it to stop right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that kind of right there. And then let me move this. This is that one. So what I did was this is my first one that I had made. This is the one that she put out, and this is mine. I guess it's gonna, I hadn't even tested it to see if I played on mine. So if you look here though, how can I make this bigger? Hang on. You can see that the one I had done the first time was pretty much, oh, there we go. Now it's finally playing. So I went through my little video to show that you can make the same thing, right? Well, as soon as I put out that video, I got a bunch of questions and reasons why people were saying, well, it might be real because blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go, and in this video, I go over all of that, all of the questions that I have received. Hang on. Let me make sure this is the right one. I was editing the dates and times. You can do that. I'm going to do a little bit of, okay, this is the right one. All right, so I'm going to leave this just kind of tiny over here just so that people can kind of refer to it while we're watching. Well, I need to actually make this one bigger though. So, because you have to keep in mind my phone, I was looking down on it and it was, I had it like propped on my shelf. I used my daughter's phone to record myself on my phone. Does that make sense? That way there was no question because that was one of this dumb questions about my screen record. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. And I wish I should have gone back actually and cropped it. But then you know how people would be. Look, she cropped her video. So I'm just going to leave it just exactly the way the hell it is. Not worry about it. Let me check chat really quick before I hit play on that. Oh, he did, Jan? Okay. Did not know. I will look into that more later. Girl, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. You wouldn't believe how much crap gets said about not just me, but every other creator. We go through it a lot. A lot. I mean, it feels like the bigger your channel gets, when you're a small channel like this, and as you start to creep towards that 10,000 mark, that triggers a bunch of people, and they start going after you, and it's a struggle, I'm telling you. And it's a particular struggle for me because I don't want to get into drama, but I can't keep my mouth shut. Especially if somebody's talking smack about me, I can't not say something. And if somebody is attacking a friend of mine, I'm going to jump in there. For me, it's no different than if we were together hanging out at a bar and having fun and some bitches come over and start attacking me or my friends. Guess who's going to be right in the middle of that fight, pulling hair and punching? Me. Every time. So I'm a nice person. I'm an introvert. I don't like drama. I'm very, very painfully shy. But if you come for me, you come for my family, or you come for my friends, it's on. So that's been kind of a struggle for me too, keeping my mouth shut. Anyway, in the area. Yeah, it says in the area. Yep. Right, 45-mile radius. Exactly. That's the problem that a lot of people do have. That is one of the truly justifiable issues that a lot of us have with that. It doesn't make any sense. See if there's anybody I need to say hi to really quick before I hit play. Shonda, hello, by the way. How are you doing? Good to see you. You can't. Nope. In our studio, we have, when we're live, it's green, yellow, and red. You can pull back out of yellow, right? If you see yourself going into yellow, you're gonna be like, let's be a little more careful what we're saying. They'll take away all your revenue or whatever, not super chats or whatever, but I don't know if they do take that. I haven't had it happen to me. I have not had it happen to me at all. But if there's a bunch of foul language and graphic discussion, they will, I guess, take away your money. I don't know how they do it because I've had that happen to me. But so I'm just careful. Oh, thank you. And please, please, please hit that like button if you have not done so. I appreciate you very much. Alrighty, I think I'm caught up again. Correct. Yes, it says similar. Exactly. I don't think they should have done that. Do you? Do you agree that maybe they shouldn't have even said the word vans? Having 3 little dogs is a struggle as well. I keep them with me in my bedroom / office. So it's like this whole huge corner over here is my office and the rest is bedroom. But they can't be on the other side of the door away from me. They just can't. They're very attached. My little fur babies are. So they're in here with me right now. And so if I close the door, they have to be on this side of it. You know what I mean? They're spoiled rotten. I have a Dachshund, a Min Pin, and a Yorkie. And they are spoiled rotten. But anyway, because they're with me in here, I give them water, of course. And I love how when I'm on a live, that's when they need water. Yes, Kelly, they will cry and whine and scratch and bark, and they howl. They howl. It's so cute. So I just let them stay in here with me while I'm doing my lives. That's exactly why I would want you with me then. I love it. Yeah, they're spoiled. They're my babies. A pit bullpotamus. Aw, my daughter had one of those. He just recently passed, unfortunately, cancer, but oh my god, I loved that baby boy so much. I called him my granddoggy. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play. If you have any questions, I'm gonna be watching in chat and watching the video. It's just gonna go all the way through. You will see, I didn't say this on here, but right up here, you'll see an indication that it's recording. And then you'll also see on the screen that on this phone, I was also recording while recording from the phone that I was recording this phone. Anyway, that's crazy. But so you'll see this little light up here thing will flash on the one that the brat put out. It's this little red thing that's like right here, and it's like a countdown. Ugh. That's just a screen recording app as well. But anyway, there's an app for everything. Oh, I love Boo Healers. Brian's at size 13. I don't know. Does anybody remember off the top of your head what size, if they said for the shoe print? I don't know if they specified or not. All right, I'm going to go and hit play, and you guys tell me what you think along the way, okay? Especially if you've already seen my previous one. And I'm also going to get into a thing here that I made with receipts from the family after this video. Here we go. This is a perfect match to the brat messages. Same thing. You know what? I just realized I do need that up for just one moment. And I'm just going to do my screenshot, so I have to go back to YouTube. So hang on just a second. So I do have a screenshot of, I think this is it. Yeah. So if you look at this, can I put this on top of that? Hang on, let me see if I can do this. Aha. And no, don't you do that. Well, you guys, this is going to have to be close enough here. All right, do you see that they're in the exact same order? Turkey, Gonzo. The only, and I'm going to show you the marketplace in here in just a second. John Duffy, Ian Harsh, Scott Brunell. This is a screenshot off of that one, right? This is the one that I made. It's the same thing. So this is mine. This is it. It's the same freaking thing. It's just an app. So here we go. Okay. If you need to look at my previous video to show how I was editing the dates and times, you can do that. I'm going to do a little bit of it here. But I just want to show you this is me. This is my office. So you see where I'm usually at. It's me in my home. This is me on my phone, my actual phone here. My real phone. It's 1:15 a.m. right now. Okay. Now, the only reason that you didn't see the screen record on mine before is because it doesn't show up for you. So I'm going to turn it on now. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to show any of my information there. Make sure it's straight. Screen recorder. And I am going to have it show the taps and touches. Are you guys okay with that with this CrimeSleuthin across it, media. I just wanted to be sure. Right? I'm going to have to pause for just a second. So a concern hit my mind. I was like, well, yes, Shonda, I do too. I mean, yeah, I could have done better, but it crossed my mind that I was like, I don't want anybody to take screenshots from what I made of a fake conversation and spread it as real either. You know what I mean? So I just put if you see this going across here where my name is showing up here, if it's in the way at any point, let me know. I can pull it back down off of there. But I'm trying to provide a little layer of protection from any more possible chance of any bullshit getting spread. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have that up there. I may pull it down, put it back up as we go along, just because I don't want to cover up anything that's important. But I also refuse to spread anything. They've gone through enough, you guys. I talked to them, and it's just, yeah, it's a concern. Here we go. Recorded my own voice as I was talking, but this time I don't need to because I'm recording it on the other phone. Start recording. Now, this thing up here is what I was moving around my screen, but it's not going to show up when I'm done with my screen recorder. This is the built-in screen recorder. You can get an app that would show the flashing thing up here. Okay, but I don't like that. I prefer to just move it where I want, and kind of work around it. Put it where I kind of want, and then kind of, and you see how it's showing how long that I'm screen recording, right? Same thing the other one did, except on my screen record, you cannot see it once it's done on the other side. I can see it while I'm screen recording. Okay, so again, they're in the right order. The only one that I didn't get in order correctly was the marketplace because I just forgot to click on that one and send a dot. I sent little periods to each one just to put them in the right order. All right, so now we can go to this one. And as you see, somebody said they wanted to see it in my hand scrolling. So here we go. It's in my hand scrolling. Okay. I'm going to go all the way to the top there because I didn't put very many messages in here. All right, so you can click here, change the date and time however you wish. I'll do 12. See how it changed the date immediately. I'll do it again. All right, so I can send a message. Oh, I have to go to the bottom. So the C's that I just sent, all I have to do is hit that, choose who I want it to be from, choose the date and time. I'm going to do yesterday at 8:19. Add a heart reaction to it, as you see there. I'll add another reaction. Sure it's marked as red. If there's anything else here. And save. Now, the stupid thing gets ads, so we have to wait that out. It's pretty cheap to get the premium on this, but I didn't want to do that. So now you can see it looks like he said that, right? It's on his side. If you just send it, it goes on that side automatically. But I can click on this one and I can hit a heart or whatever I want to do and say, now it's got a heart reaction. These are just fake messages. I am going to pick up my phone to click on my photos so I can show you how to send a photo on here. I just want to make sure I don't pull up any of my personal photos. One moment. Sent a picture of the lovely Harry Styles. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to make it look like he sent it with laugh emojis and save. See, it's on his side. Now let's say I want to make it look like, pretend that's something that I want to make it look like Steve sent me in July when all of this bullshit was going down, right? Simply go here, time, all the way back. Lots of scrolling. Kind of feel like when I'm scrolling for my birth year online. Keep going all the way back to July. We'll go for July 9th. And 7/29, doesn't matter. Save. Now. Welcome, Chuck. Welcome. You have to put them all in, and then you go back and play around with them. Like here, it's already set for. See, this one's the 18th. I changed it to, and then that one's the 17th. So, anyway, you have to kind of. It probably took a few weeks. I just wanted to say I bought that book, the audiobook, and it's just still been sitting there in my Amazon. I have not listened to it yet. I originally bought it. It was like, I don't know how much it was, but I was going to do, like a series or whatever and cover it. I believe the reading of the book is 6 hours. So I was going to do like 2 or 3 segments and go through the whole book. If you guys would like me to do that, I could do that. We could play the book and discuss it. So, yeah. Yes. Hi, Golf Inspector General. Good to see you. How you doing? Yes. So there were those Facebook messages that were released by Brett Norton. As you read on the bottom of the screen there, I just put up the banner. They are fake. The family themselves told me that, and I'm going to be showing their messages after this video. But I just went through and showed, the Idaho 4. I think it's called When They Were Sleeping, I believe. That's the book I'm talking about. No, not Green's book. His book is like $40. No way. No, I don't think that was proper for him to do that, honestly. So yeah, this is my screen recording on my phone showing As Idaho Slept. Yes, thank you. So yeah, this is just me showing how she did it. I talked with the family, I got the app information, and I made the same thing that she did, just briefer version. For whoever made those messages to fake them, right? They would have had to take notes, right? And go through and figure it out. Okay, so you can see my screen recording is still going. Almost 6 minutes now. And let's see. Okay, so one of the questions that I had is, they said that Brett said that they were talking during that time, that it was proven that they were talking. So now in this part of the video, I'm going to go over the questions that I have received on this. People have had questions. Some people believe them to be real, which is just insane to me that anybody would take the word of Brat Norton over the father of a murder victim. Yeah, no. Brat Norton is trash. Her TikTok channel is trash. And she is one of the top conspiracy people on this case. Most of the rumors that you've heard about started with Brat and Kim and Dot and Dave, all of that. They tried to blame another YouTube creator as well. That's bullcrap too. I'm not going to name channels, but these channels took these people under their wings and spread all kinds of stuff. But as you can see, if you, in the description below, I put the link to the one that Brat put out, so you're welcome to go look at it. It's a perfect time capsule of all of the conspiracy theories on this case. That dated to the same date ranges, right? Well done, Brat. Well done. You're still a liar. She never spoke to Steve. No. Steve actually already publicly stated that he never had a conversation with her. Back when those Bloom articles came out, I remember that. If you want to go find it, go ahead. I think I'm doing enough here. I know it's out there. Okay. Then also it said, well, the text messages are dated for when all this stuff happened. Well, you can see these have dates on them too. I put those in there. You can change them. Like I can change, let's see, pick one to change here. Yes, this app that I'm using is specifically to spoof Facebook messages. So I don't know if you've seen the beginning here. Hang on. I am at, is it 8:38? Yeah, 8:38. Hang on, I'm going to go back to the beginning for her real quick. See this right here? That's what this is. And I'm in this one right now. 8:38. Oh, really? I can't see how far I am. Oh, maybe I was at 3:38. Here we go. I'll do. Oh, I have to go to the bottom. So the C's that I 3:38. I'll do there because I didn't put very many messages in here. There we go. So you can click here, change the date and time however you wish. I'll do 12. See how it changed the date immediately. I'll do it again. All right, so I can send a message. Oh, I have to go to the bottom. So the C's that I just sent, all I have to do is hit that, choose who I want it to be from, choose the date and time. I'm going to do yesterday at 8:19. Add a heart reaction to it, as you see there. I'll add another reaction. Sure it's marked as red. If there's anything else here. And save. Now, the stupid thing gets ads, so we have to wait that out. It's pretty cheap to get the premium on this, but I didn't want to do that. So now you can see it looks like he said that, right? It's on his side. If you just send it, it goes on that side automatically. But I can click on this one, And I can hit a heart or whatever I want to do and say, now it's got a heart reaction. These are just fake messages. I am going to pick up my phone to click on my photos so I can show you how to send a photo on here. I just want to make sure I don't pull up any of my personal photos. One moment. Jan, Chief Fish Fry. You didn't really just say that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he is retiring in May. And I presume he will still be under the gag order even after he retires, right? Or is he going to write a book as well? He may already be working on his manuscript right now. Sent a picture. The lovely Harry Styles. I'm going to click on it. Let me go back to where I was. I want to make it look like some event of July. Here. Oh, yeah, right here. It's already set for. There we go. See, this one's the 18th. I changed it to, and then that one's the 17th. So, anyway, you have to kind of. It probably took a few weeks for whoever made those messages to fake them, right? They would have had to take notes, right? And go through and figure it out. Okay, so you can see my screen recording is still going. How far did I go back? Almost 6 minutes now. Oh, 8:38. We were at 8:38. You can change them. I'll just pick a random one here. This to Gonzo. There we go. Sorry, I went back too far. This to, oh, hold on, I didn't get the date. 17th. We're going to change it to 17th. Just change the time on that one. Just to show you. Put it back a couple hours. Oh, okay, Heather. Gonzo saying it. Add. Okay. This one. There we go. Change it to where the questions got asked the reverse way. Now it looks like Steve asked the question and I answered. When it's would be the other way around. See how easy that is? Okay, so now so again, you can put these, you could, when you're going through here and adding all this crap, you can put whatever you want. It'll be kind of funny. It was suggested by somebody that somebody needs to make a completely fake conversation with Brat. That would be pretty funny. Okay, let's see. It said that these couldn't possibly, or Brat's screen recording couldn't possibly be fake because they make Brat look terrible. They make her look like a meddling sleuth who manipulated a victim's family, and they make it look like Steve said things that he damn well didn't say. He denies saying any of that. He denies these text messages or Facebook messages. And as you can see, it's easy to fake, right? Pretty dang easy to fake. So, and then it says, let's see, I'm reading an email on behind me over here. But by saying things, by acting the way she did, it gave her an ounce of credibility to sound a little nuts. Because that's all she was doing, was spreading, this conspiracy crap with him in these messages. And then his responses were the damning messages. Do you see what she did? Okay. They said that the screen recording was seamless. Well, this has just been recording. It's pretty seamless. So hold on, I'm trying to understand what they were asking. Okay, it said that the messages, it showed messages with the other people. That is this right here. It's in the same order as well. Only the marketplace, I forgot to put the dot on that one. So this is easy to fake. I even use the same profile pictures, except for, you know, I put the drunk turkeys on here and Steve's and Enon Harsh, actually. Okay. So does this. It's the same thing. The other question is, okay, but it shows her going to Steve's Facebook account and clicking over, you know, to his account and Christy's account and then back. Well, mine did that too, but I'm going to do it again where you can see my hands clicking. Click. And again, remember, I can change that. I can take out the not. Where's my backspace? This is really hard to do with my little tiny wall. See? Now I'm friends on Facebook with him. You can change all that. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to click on the profile. I'm not touching anything. I don't use the app, and don't even know how good my Wi-Fi is working right now. So you saw it load. This is his profile. Now we're going to go to Christie's. I'm going to go back. See, still his profile. And we're going to go back. Same thing. And again, to send a message. Click on it to do whatever you want. See, right there. You can even do the little screen recording thing where you can choose a time. Like this one is an example of 11 minutes and 29 seconds. I'll just do 4 minutes. And 12 seconds. See what it did? It made it look like I sent a 4-minute little conversation. Can I click on it? Yep. Easy peasy. I think this is okay to click on. Hold on, I'll make sure. Yeah, I think it should be okay. If I click on any of those anyway. See, these are just the new screenshots that I got. So I'll just click the first one there. And see it sit right here. Now all I got to do is change it to him. Add a heart or whatever. See. Lovely ads. Okay. That is my whole point. It's all right here in my hand. Just because Brat Norton picked up her phone. See, I'm talking with him. See, it's him. This is him. I'm talking with Steve. Look at all the secret information I'm getting from Steve Gonsalves. Get the fuck out of here, Brat. You're a whole ass liar. That's the video. What did you guys think? Headset small enough. There we go. Again, way too easy to fake this stuff and put it out there. It's disgusting that people believe a known liar over this family. It's very upsetting to me. So I'm going to check in with chat really quick, and then I will show you my some of the messages with the family real quick. Yeah. Oh, OJ. I gotcha. I mean OJ. Official translator. Yes, I speak fluent Taiwanese too. That's the funny way to put it. I always just say I speak fluent typo, but I like saying, yeah, I'm going to say that now. Taiwanese. That's great. Yeah, yeah. If you've just come in, please go back to the beginning because I show a little of the back history. If you want to skip the case stuff, you can. But I wanted to go ahead and just kind of get done with that as well, you know. Thank you, Jan. Appreciate it. So let me show you my messages here. So I did it like this so I can just kind of pull back the curtain. And I did put my CrimeSleuthin over it because I don't want anybody taking any of these messages and doing anything stupid with them. So let me see how that looks here. Yeah. So I'm going to read it while I have this over it, okay? If you guys don't mind, because I don't want anybody to take these. All right. So I had a conversation with the family. I'm not showing their names or anything. And I know I'm the biggest preacher of don't believe screenshots, but these fucking screenshots are real. Anyway, they said right there, they were proven to be edited and fake. That is why Howard Bloom fired her, meaning Brat Norton, once he found out. So she let all of it out, attempting to make everyone look bad. And then we continued talking for a while. Do it like this, aren't I? I'll do it like this. I swear, you have to be so careful, you know, with making sure things don't get taken and used nefariously. So sad that you have to do this kind of crap, isn't it? Okay, so there's a little more part of it here. I don't know why that did that. Here's where they told me we are attacked and called liars every day. So if we fought everyone, oh, let me give you a little backstory on that. I can tell you. We were discussing whether, hold on. Hang on, I'm gonna get more water here. Okay. So we were discussing, you know, people were literally saying that Steve's lying because if he wasn't lying, then he would put out a public statement about these messages. But that's not true. They get bull crap like this said about them all the time, as you're aware, right? And he said, we are attacked and called liars every day. So if we fought everyone, we would have no time to investigate BK. They win if we let that happen. Thank you for fighting on our behalf. This is the type of support we truly need. God bless you, Debbie. Okay. And I did mark out what I said because, you know, I don't need to share all of my stuff. All right. So again, these, let me see. I can just pull this down now because this is just the one, a screenshot from the one that she made and a screenshot from the one I made. You can see they're the same. Just my font's different on my phone. That's all. But I noticed that, like, isn't it weird that there's all this extra space on this side that's not on, like, how it really looks on Messenger? If you were to, like, pull out your phone right now and pull out your Messenger and pull it up, do you have extra white space on the side over here? I don't. Can somebody look at their Messenger really quick and tell me if you happen to have that? Because I don't know. I guess it could depend on your phone, but I know I've never seen that. Good night, Pam. Hi, Wilby. How are you doing? Okay, so I just don't have that on mine. And I don't think that really means anything. But this one looks exactly like it does on my regular Messenger. That's all I know. So, anywho, check chat here. Okay, cool. He may or may not. I don't know. I mean, in our conversation, they just said this right here. If they were to publicly address every allegation and issue, we would have no time to investigate BK. In other words, they are under an avalanche of false accusations continuously. So, yeah, I don't either, Heather. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Shonda. Appreciate it. Anyway, I believe the family, period. There's just no reason to believe Brat Norton. None. So, right, not that much space. Yeah. Yeah, when I pulled up my Messenger and looked at my screen and looked at this screen, it's pretty much exactly the same. I just didn't have that extra white. I just wondered if that meant anything or if other people did have the white. But this is just off of the app, and this is off of the app. The font's different because you can change that on your phone. I could have made mine to match that as well. Maybe I should have, because people pick on every little detail to, debunk the truth. How do you debunk the truth, right? It's ridiculous. Yes, I think I will do that. You welcome. I think I'm going to make just one short video with both of my videos, along with what was put out there and what the family said, something like that. I'll put it all together because my other live was an hour and this is an hour and a half. So I know, right? I don't, people need to leave them alone. Stop talking smack about them, because I can't imagine what they're going through either. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, so that might be they were doing this on an iPhone. Okay. Yep, it is awful, Kelly. Yeah. So anyway, what I wanted to do again was just to, readdress with the questions that were received on the other video, because people were, after that came out, they were going, well, yeah, that's lovely, but blah, 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 blah. Let me get where's my eyeballs? I wrote notes on what I was emailed. Again, the questions were, somebody said, we know that Brat Norton and Steve Gonsalves were talking during that July period. No. Steve Gonsalves already publicly stated that he never had a conversation with her. That was back when those Bloom articles first came out. So if somebody wants to find those and send those to me, that would be great. That would be very helpful for putting this all into like one video. So they claimed messages pertain to what was being leaked at the time. Well, as I showed you in my video, you can change the dates to whatever you want, right? Mine say July 2023 as well. You can choose the dates and times. It doesn't mean anything. The screen recording being seamless means absolutely nothing, because if I had simply just pulled up the messages, did the same scrolling fast thing and recording, going to the profile and coming back, it's the exact same thing. Let's see. This was my favorite. But Brett Norton confirmed that they're legit messages. Seriously? You want to believe Brett Norton over Steve? Go look at Brett Norton's TikTok. It is a rabbit hole mess. Don't even get me started on the rabbit hole stuff. And then they're like, it can't be fake, because Brett had done a live and she had her phone in her hand and turned it to the screen where you could see the messages on her phone screen, and she was scrolling. That's why I picked up the phone in this video to show you it doesn't mean anything. I did the exact same thing. Picked up my phone, showing it to the camera, and scrolling. And they were fake. I made those. So you do realize it doesn't prove a thing. It's still scrolling the fake app and messages. So y'all know me. I like to just support families and victims, and that's it. I don't like misinformation, especially about the victims and families. I know who she is. I've seen some of her stuff, because she's one that she came over to YouTube and did a little YouTube tour as well, along with Kim. And there was I think Justin and Dave and Dot. These people are insane. But anyway, she was pushing everything that they were pushing. Money, Chuck. When you have a big dramatic reveal of secret text messages and stuff, it brings in viewers. And in the creator world, the more views and attention and subs and stuff that you get, it makes, yes, exactly. Thank you, Kelly. Yes. To make yourself look important. Right. Yeah. Oh, man. Entire contents of the convo. Scan the TV. Yeah. Well, yeah. The whole thing was just made up. Oop, here we go. Oh, trying it. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Clicks, like, views, and donations. Exactly. So there's a lot of stuff that I could have put out, but I won't, because it's not proper. There's active investigations going on. So I'm not going to go down that right now. So anyway, I hope that this clears this up once and for all. I know that even though I just did and answered every single question that I have received and that I have heard and seen myself, that's why I did the video, because I was like, no, but no, I can do that. But no, the app does that. No, it's so frustrating. I hope that this clears it all up. If not, if people still choose to believe those messages, then get some help. Just get some help. So, read the banner, Mittens. Just read the banner and look at my messages on the screen. So I am done. Yeah, he would not be telling a TikToker that he and his team spoke with a grand jury member and had all this secret information. And it was kind of funny because even in that fake conversation, it was after, oh, okay. It was, it was after he had already allegedly revealed some secret information to her that he asked who she was. Like, what? Why? Why would Steve be telling anything to anybody, especially something incriminating, to some TikToker? You know, I've had to talk to them for like a week and like vet myself for them to even start talking to me. And I'm not trying to get close with the family or anything. I just, I do what I need to do to get correct information on cases. I don't just put crap out there just because it seems, dramatic. One example is what's going on right now with Madeline Soto and her mom. That is, I think people are overreaching right now. We don't know what's going to happen with that case, but it really bothers me that people have publicly put on YouTube that she knew that little girl was being essayed, that she was involved in her unaliving, knew everything and was covering up just because she said a couple of words wrong. It's so sad. People need to leave families alone until we know what's going on. So that's why I don't do that. You guys, I know my channel would be huge if I put that crap out. I'm not going to do it. So my growth has been slow, and I have been hit by a lot of slander. I recently lost 40 subs over some slander. That's okay. If people want to leave because they see something or hear something somewhere out of context without coming and speaking to me like an adult, then I don't want you here anyway. More will come and replace you in a day. It's fine. I want good quality people here who are critical thinkers on both sides of a situation. And that is what we have built here in our community. And I really appreciate everyone so much. Everyone who's here. I love all of you guys' support and being here with me. So I will end it here because I try not to keep these too long. And I know it's hard for people to sit through a lot. So I just wanted to get this out here kind of as quick as I could, kind of kill two birds with one stone, so to speak, with the documents in the first part and then this. So I'm going to say, yes, exactly. True. I could not agree with you more, Heather. Absolutely. All right, you guys, have a lovely evening, okay? Thank you so much for coming. Please hit that like button if you have not already done so. Let me get this off my screen here. And you like my new background video I made? Isn't that pretty? I just wanted something springy. So you guys have a great night, and I will see you next time. See you later. Have a great night.